This video was sponsored by PowerCircle Clothing and Headbusters Food Company in association with Cook Up Unlimited. Cook Up! Dennis here, back with another video. You already know what the lick read. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification button. So today we decided that we want to kick it off and do something different today. So today will be the first installment of what I like to call my sneaker diaries. I'm going to be talking about all the shoes that I either had or I always wanted. I thought that would be cool. So, you know, all my friends are sneakerheads and I used to be a sneakerhead. Now I have been reformed. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to buy a lot of shoes too. Maybe not to the extreme of some of my friends, but we are avid sneaker collectors, and we used to talk about certain sneakers that we collected. Now, I'm not the type of person that is gonna buy every single release that comes out, or I gotta have every single shoe, so I'm not one of those. Instead, I'm more like I like the vintage shoes. I like certain shoes that I like that I just like what I like. And this will kind of give you an idea of what I like or what I always wanted. I couldn't start this off without talking about this shoe. This is the one shoe that I always wanted and I never got a chance to get this shoe. Not saying that I couldn't buy the shoe at the time, but I'm about to explain why, so here it goes. And there's no other shoe that I always wanted, and even to this day, I even heard through some sources that they're actually gonna do a re-release this year of this particular shoe, and you best believe I will have me a pair. Now, let me kick this off real quick and talk about the Air Max Air Penny 1. That's right, the Orlando Magic version. That's what I call it. The Orlando Magic Pennies is what we call them. I don't know what y'all refer to them as, but that's what I refer to them as. So anyway, the year was 1995, and there was only two shoes in my recollection that you talked about in 1995 that was at the top of the list. Now, in my day, I was about 12 years old to be exact, and I had an auntie. She was one of the dopest aunties that ever lived. I know what I'm saying. Believe it or not, it's true. She was one of the dopest aunties ever lived. So I'm talking about when it came down to not only for her kids, and she treated her nieces and nephews like her kids as well. So whatever they had, we had. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways. You know what I'm saying? So Christmas time come around, you got to know she finna lay out the red carpet when it comes down to the gifts. Number one, you gonna get you some Christmas money, and for sure, you gonna get you some drip, and you definitely going to the Markham skating ring on a Saturday night. Now, if that ain't lit, I don't know what is. But anyway, at that time for a 12-year-old, that's lit. But when it comes down to the kicks, was a very big deal back then. Number one, 12-year-old me, and most 12-year-old kids, if your parents or anybody that was fortunate enough to buy you the type of shoes that you wanted back then, or the latest kicks or whatever, well, this story is for you, so I think you can probably relate. You know, like I said, going to the Markham skating ring was like a big deal back then, back home in Chicago, but this particular skating ring sat outside the south suburb, and we from the south suburb, so that's where we would always go every Tuesday night on family night. But on Saturday night, they turned the skating ring into like a kiddie club. So basically, we wasn't going skating, we was going to the discotheque. See, like my brothers go spin every Saturday night. Shout out to my brothers DJ Spin, RP DJ Rashad, a lot more others. A lot of people done got their chops up, got their names up there. So it was one of them places where you just had to be there. And part of the experience was, you know, everybody came up there to, you came up there in your best, man. So you had the flyest gear, you had to have the flyest shoes, haircut, the girls was there. So, you already know the atmosphere back then when we was kids back then. So at this particular time, it's Christmas time. And once again, like a lot of these shoes then came out already. So you had the Air Jordan 11s, the first set, the patent leather joints, the first ones he came out with. That was the one release that, everybody had to have. So, Jordan sold out all the time. And if you got them the first time, you were lucky, but they always had to come back out with another wave of Jordans because you automatically knew in Chicago, all the Jordans sold out. So I'm pretty sure they sold out in other major cities. But besides the Air Jordan 11s, the only shoe you was talking about, or you should have been talking about, was the Air Penny 1s. Now, it's no secret, I'm a basketball head, an NBA junkie, and Penny Hardaway was literally the second coming of Magic Johnson 2.0 with better offense, everything else to go with it. Before LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, Penny Hardaway. Before the injuries, Penny Hardaway. Anthony Penny Hardaway. When he got drafted, he was drafted by the Golden State Warriors originally, and then they made the trade. Two of my favorite players was in that draft, and that was Chris Webber, 5'5", the whole nine. That was like my favorite player. By the way, he won Rookie of the Year that year. and they made the swap. He actually got traded to the Orlando Magic over there with Shaq, and then they did the swap because Shaq and them already put the play together. So they traded. He ended up going to Golden State. Penny ended up going to Orlando Magic, and y'all know the story, and the rest is ancient history. So with all that being said, here we go. Christmas time here. I even wrote a song about it. Shout out to my homie Arlo. He actually came up with a song years down the line called A Penny Hardaway. We were supposed to shoot a video for it, but we never got a chance to shoot a video for it. But the song is dope. He actually ended up putting it on one of his projects back then entitled Merry Christmas, which you probably won't find, but I do have the YouTube link in the description where you can actually go check out the YouTube link and go listen to the song. It's the only copy around, so you can actually go check it out. I'm gonna have it actually playing in this episode right now, so I just happened to make a song about it. And in my verse, I tell the whole entire story. So I'm gonna play the verse and it'll kind of walk you through it. And then you can actually go listen to the whole entire song. You know, I got the link in the description, so go check that out. Show my boys some love. Shout out to Arlo. Shout out to Trailblazers MPC. Best beats in North America. That's their slogan. That's my boy. It's 1995. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on right now. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop. But the dilemma as a 12-year-old, I had to have been the only kid that was upset. I got the Jordan 11s. The Jordans is cool. And like I said, I love Jordans. Every kid that I know loves Jordans. Every grown up, overgrown people, they love Jordans, especially the retros. But these wasn't the they're the retros now, but they wasn't the retros then. So to get a pair of those, you was lit. I ended up getting the Jordan 11s, which I was cool with, but I was highly upset because I wanted the Air Penny 1s instead. Like my pops had a pair. Now I would have got a pair too, but here's the problem with that. Everybody else wanted a pair of pennies too, but a lot of the dope boys, a lot of the little feet dudes, they all was buying up all the Jordans. You know, everybody had a pair of pennies except me. At that time, my pops bought him a pair, so I'm going to go get me a pair. You know, everywhere we went back then, and you went to Foot Locker or City Sports. So we would go Foot Locker first, they ain't got them there. We go to City Sports, that's in the hood. Every hood, urban area has a City Sports somewhere. So we go to City Sports, holler at my boys there, they usually have everything. Well, they had the shoe, didn't have my size. Fast forward to 2000. I think they brought out another release in 2000. Went to go get the shoe, didn't have my size. Or they'll have like some colorway, like the New York Knicks colors or something like that. I'm like, no, that's not what I want, man. I want the Orlando Magic Penny #1s. That's what I want. Could never get my size. So now we embark 22 years later from the re-release, which was in 2000. Here I am saying the same thing once again. So it was like one of those fluke stories where the shoe was available, but my size wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So struck out twice. Now we in 2022. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get on board and make sure I'm in line, or make sure I can get me a pair before they jack it up to $3,000 a pair. That's all I got to say about that. But that's how much I love the shoe, and that's how I know, like, I had a lot of signs over time, and me and my homie Arlo, he just so happens to have a concept about Penny Hardaway. Why he do that? So he was talking from, if you listen to the song, you'll get it. So it was a no-brainer with the scheme I went with. I knew that scheme. I damn near didn't even have to write it. You know what I mean? So that's my first story. This is the only way I'm gonna kick this off with my sneaker diaries. And I got a lot of other sneakers away. We can stay on 95, and I can keep it going from there. I mean, the third shoe, honorable mention, the Nike Air Zone Flight 95s. We call them the Jason Kids. And I'm gonna have a story about them too. So keep it locked on that. That'll probably be the next one I do. You know what I mean? We gonna stay on 1995, because 1995 was one of the best years for some of the most iconic shoes there is. But I also have backstories to them. I mean, we all talk about them, but I'm just giving you like real life stories of how I felt, the 12-year-old me versus the me now. So like, you know, I'm 39 years old now, and I'm still chasing that particular shoe, the Air Penny 1s. Now I'm pretty sure nowadays, you know, you got StockX and all these other places. A lot of these places is probably going, you know, becoming under scrutiny. So I really don't get and go, you know, embedded in that. Then you got to go through a middleman or a reseller. Hey man, I can get you this, that. No, I'm gonna wait on the I'm gonna wait until they come on out and resell it. Hopefully they still make them kind of the same way as the original in 95. The 2000 release was pretty good too. So, you know, we don't want to, you know, after a while, if you keep doing re-releases, they get generic after a while, in my opinion. it is what it is. So I'm gonna leave it there. So once again, we're gonna keep these rolling. Let me know in the comment box what shoe you want me to talk about. You probably have a story about this particular shoe. I know a lot of people love the Air Penny ones, you know what I'm saying? Especially you gangbangers out there. You know, and this has got nothing to do with gangbanging or nothing like that, but I just like the shoe, you know what I'm saying? Never mind the color. I like the shoe, and I like the person that played basketball that the signature shoe is for, which is Penny Hardaway. So this is salute to Penny Hardaway. Shouts out to Penny Hardaway. Shouts out to Orlando Magic, man. That was my team. Everybody that knows me know I'm a big Shaq fan. Who don't love Shaq? I mean, Shaq was the man. So it's like, I had to talk about this shoe first. No other shoe I have a more compelling story about, and still will. And you know what, be on an update. If I get a pair of those shoes, be on an update for another video of my shoe diaries. I'm gonna let you know if I found them or not. I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all know my slogan, keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy, and I'm out of here. Peace.
With the third pick in the 1993 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors select Anthony Hardaway from Memphis State University.
Go to the pretenders, nah, we don't get into them. We swarm, ignore them, and put an end to them.
I love the holidays, but here's the thing now. My Aunt Shelly always played the Kris Kringle. Fresh pair of Jordans make you feel so important, and I just want the penny number ones. So fuck it, I'ma put on this outfit, go to the skating ring, grind on the bad chick, grab me some chicken wings from Harold's. 13 is still bitter though, an ungrateful bastard. I still want the pennies though. Thinking to myself, god damn it, I could've killed him, Joe. Nike T black windbreakers to match the pennies out. Young fly devil, Petey Wheat straw. Couldn't get a pair nowhere, my feet was too small. I look back at them times like ancient artifacts. I'm thankful that I'm here, cause I know I can get an hour back. Didn't know what I had back then. A fresh pair of Jordans, number 11s, but shit, I just might learn how to fly today. While I look, I can do magic, Penny Hardaway.